Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Syafriyanti. I'm from class 6B, and in this video I will review the interpretation material. Chapter 1: Introduction, Overview, and the Emergence of Language. The opening chapter situates interpretation as both a practical skill and an academic discipline, underscoring that language is power, life, and the instrument of culture, and framing interpretation as central to cross-cultural exchange. In the overview of interpretation, the author chart recent advances such as university master's programs in interpreting technology across Europe, and conferences like Translating and the Computer and Interpreting and Technology that help deepen the discourse around computer-assisted and AI-enhanced interpreting, while highlighting the socio-economic impacts these tools bring. Finally, in this emergence of language and interpretation, the text reflects on the very nature of language, its arbitrariness, structure, generativity, and dynamism, and show how these characteristics created the need for human mediators long before modern technology, a role that has evolved into today's professional interpreter. Chapter 2: History, Theory, and Context of Interpretation. These chapters trace interpretation from its origins in ancient multilingual encounters to its professionalizations in the 20th century. It explores how the Paris School of Danica Seleskovich pioneered the interpretative theory, drawing on cognitive psychology and pragmatics to move beyond literal transfer and capture a speaker's intended sense. The distinction between translation and interpretation is made clear, and the shift from consecutive to simultaneous interpreting, sparked by post-World War II UN diplomacy and advances in electroacoustic equipment, is documented. Delheimer's communicative competence reframes interpreter training to emphasize social and cultural context over purely grammatical accuracy, while discussions of multilingualism, technology's role in L2 acquisitions, and the rise of community interpreting paint a full picture of interpretation expanding scope. Chapter 3: Interpreting Studies and Methodological Challenges. Chapter 3 focuses on the research behind interpreting, emphasizing that true expertise combines formal education with extensive field practice and ongoing reflective learning. It addresses major heartless high cognitive load, split-second decision-making, and cultural mediation, and review strategies for quality improvement, such as peer review, error analysis, and ethically grounded curricular standards. The chapter underscores that interpretation weaves together phonetic, syntactic, semantic, and discourse-level knowledge in real time, making it a unique intersection of linguistic and applied psychology. Chapter 4: The Interpreter as a Professional. This chapter elaborates on the role, skills, and identity of the modern interpreter. It catalogs interpreting models from simultaneous both of global summits to whispered cacottage in intimate settings, detailing the technical setups and vocal techniques it demands. Foundational principles, active listening, naturality, and cognitive load management are highlighted alongside personal attributes like bilingual fluency. working memory capacity, resilience under pressure, and cultural empathy. A clear contrast is drawn between the real-time oral nature of interpretation and the reflective, the text-based work of translation, situating the interpreter as both linguistic and cultural mediator in context ranging from legal proceeding to medical consultation. Chapter 5, the interpretation process and training models. Chapter 5, the interpretation process and training models. Chapter 5 dissects the interpreter's mental workflow into three stages: comprehensions, deverbalization or reformulations, and verification, emphasizing how it relies on precise semantic and pragmatic analysis within seconds. It argues that these skills are indispensable for professionals in diplomacy, healthcare, law, and beyond. The chapters review training challenges, including simulations, and the need for systematic feedback to manage cognitive strain. Two flagship pedagogical frameworks are compared: the Paris Triangle and Gilles-Everard models. Chapter 6, varieties of language interpretation. Here, the authors survey the full spectrum of interpreting service, simultaneous interpretation in soundproof booths. Pioneer at Nuremberg demands expressional multitasking, consecutive interpreting, alternate listening and delivery, using memory or note-taking, and is standard in diplomatic and judicial settings. Whisper serves small in-person audience, and Coherence interpreting blends this in large scale, even under AIIC guidelines. Specialist fields: judicial, escort, community or public sector, medical, military, sign language, and medical interpretation. Each require domain-specific terminology mastery, ethical rigor, and sometimes advanced technical support to ensure clarity and confidentiality. Chapter 7, interpretation in linguistic theory. The final chapters anchors interpretation within core linguistic disciplines: drawing and neurolinguistics, information processing, language acquisition, and philosophy of language. It underscores interpretation's reliance on fine-grained phonetic distinction, morphosynthetic parsing, semantic or pragmatic nuance, and discourse coherence. A semiotic lens views the interpreter as a mediator between signifier and signified, then re-encodes the meaning for a new audience, all in fractions of a second. The chapter emphasizes the interpreter's agency. Every lexical choice and stylistic adjustment reflect cultural, contextual, and cognitive judgments machine cannot replicate. I think that's all from me, guys. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.